Sharanamyadoma Siadama Bondo Adrayo Jule Moye Shigo Buzo Pumyo Manleo Raja do Gomugu Gan Sena Piavero Jam Mimido di Elucia down the Ado Logi Logo de la Conju Chanda Mengla Bondo Ne Bito Najawasi. Yaman Warami Danwari Ta Namo Dada Bhagavado Arahado Dhamma Dhammo Dada Bodhandranange Sami Dhammandranange Sami Dhangandranange Sami Dharana Gamanam Bari Bonam Idame Dilam Magapala Nyanada Biseyo Hodu Apamadena Sambarita. Today is the 6th day of the 7-day meditation retreat in Parami Dhamma Center. Tonight also I would like to talk about how to observe the Nivarana as the Dhammanupassana. So many yogis, they understand how to observe the body, kaya, how to observe the mind, Siddha, how to observe the Vedana feeling. But most of the yogis do not understand what the Dhammanupassana is. So that's why tonight I would like to explain how to observe the nivarana as Dhammanupassana. When you observe the nivarana, the hindrances, nivarana, when we translate hindrances. So when you observe the nivarana, hindrances, means that you are observing the Dhamma, Dhammanupassana. So in the Pali text, we call body as the rupa. So body in Pali we call rupa. Why we call rupa or body? So ropriti rupa, because the body, the rupa changing all the times. You see, every day your body not always the same. Sometimes you feel comfortable, sometimes you feel heavy, not comfortable, sometimes aching, sometimes tired, sometimes fresh, calm, peaceful. So there are many kind of changing every day. So that's why we call rupa, ropriti rupa, changing every moment. That's why we call rupa or body. Why we call the nama, why we call the mind, the siddha, nama. In other way, we call siddha, chitta, mind. Why we call the mind, nama, chitta, aramana, sendidiri, siddha. So the mind would like to think or observe the object all the time, right? So the mind is like the monkey. Monkeys cannot be stay one place. So the mind also would like to observe the many things, would like to observe the many objects, would like to go so many places. So that's why I call nama or chitta, the mind, the aramana, sendidiri, siddha. So when you practice meditation, so you can see this nature of the nama rupa, nature of the body, nature of the rupa. So when you practice meditation, sometimes you see the body is very tight, sometimes very heavy, sometimes aching, pain, uncomfortable, hot, cold, sweat, so many things. Sometimes you feel tired, sometimes fresh, light, happy. Right? So when you practice meditation, you have to observe this nature of the body. Whatever you see in the body, you just observe. You don't need to worry or you don't need to surprise. Just observe the nature of your body, the rupa. So if you observe the nature of your body rupa, meditation should be easy, not difficult. So how about the mind? The mind naturally thinking most of the times, thinking about kama chanda. So kama chanda, there are 5 nivaranas, right? The 5 hindrances. Number 1, kama chanda. So thinking about the sensual pleasure things, kama chanda, desire, we call, craving, desire, attachment. Thinking about the sensual pleasure things, vyavara. So vyavara, e-will, or anger. So thinking about the e-will, anger, angry, upset, vyavara. Then sometimes you see tina medha, the mind's sloths and torpors, tina medha. So sometimes you see in the mind Uddesa, Gogocha, Nivarana. Uddesa means wandering mind. Uddesa, Gogocha means feeling remorse, or I do something not correct, I should not do this way, feeling remorse. Uddesa, Gogocha. Vijigesa, doubt. So I'm sure you cannot decide something, you have the doubt someday, so doubt. So when you check your mind every day, most of the times, or many times, so when you check your mind, sometimes you have the desire mind, think about something, you want someday, kamechana, nivarana. Sometimes you are angry, upset with someone, think about your experience back, right, at your work. So you are angry with your boss, or sometimes you are angry with your husband or wife, or you are angry with your children, right? So sometimes you are angry with your friend. So then sometimes you see that your mind, your body, tina meda, become weak, not very clear. You see your mind, tina meda. Or sometimes you see your mind wandering a lot here and then, feeling remorse. So something doubt. So most of the times you can see those kind of nivarana kilesa. So also when you can do practice meditation, also you can see this, the nivaranas, right? Sometimes you see desire, sometimes you see opposite yourself. So many things. So if you cannot observe this kind of nivarana, the mind, then you can easily open your eyes, you can easily finish your meditation. That's why it's called nivarana. Nivarana means block. These hindrances block your meditation. You cannot make further progress. So when you see, you have the desire, you have the attachment, right? So you have the many kind of. So when you see, you have to just observe, right? You can observe directly this desire mind, attachment mind. Sometimes you can observe the rising, falling, or breathing in, breathing out. Actually, when you see, you have the desire mind, actually you are mindful. You are mindful. So that's why in the Pali text, Saragan wa Satan, Saragan Satan Vipassana. If you know you have the desire mind, craving mind, sensual pleasure things arise, so you see your mind, you have to observe. So nothing wrong, right? Just observe. Also sometimes you see your mind, you are upset, you are angry from the past or present moment. When you see your anger, angry mind, just observe. So when you wear your clothes for many days, so then you have to wash your clothes. So you have to wash your clothes. In the same way, so every day from your seeing, hearing, so you are associating with the many people. Sometimes you are not agree, upset, angry. So this kilesa, the defilements, stay in your mind. Even for many years, sometimes the anger doesn't go away. That's why, some people, they are very angry for many years. So then, finally, they cannot control anymore. So they made some mistake, Some people, they shoot others. Sometimes they harm others. They kill others. So for the meditation practice means, when you practice meditation, the anger came out. Angry mind, upset mind, you think about something, you observe. Sometimes desire mind, craving mind came out, you have to observe. Finally, this anger finally go away, will not come back anymore. That's why. So meditation make your mind become very clear. Right? Very clear means before, if you do not know how to practice, when you are angry, you tend to do something, you read the book, or you watch the TV, or you sleep, or sometimes some people they drink alcohol, go vacation to not to see their anger because they are angry with someone. So they are angry, their anger is very strong. So they don't know what to do. Sometimes they drink alcohol. Sometimes they read the books. Sometimes they go to the movie. Sometimes they take on vacations. Actually, when you do this way, you can be away from the anger for a while. So when you have this kind of same situation, your anger came back again. For those who practice meditation, so you don't need to spend money to remove your anger. When you see your anger, you just observe. Anger, observe, do sitting meditation, walking meditation. So finally, when you have the enough concentration, mindfulness, then you can remove this anger easily. Sometimes can come back, then you observe, then go away. So this depends on how much stronger kilesa you have. Yeah, your anger is very strong, your kilesa defilement very strong. Sometimes take time, even 1 day or maybe 2 days, even the 1 week. But if you keep observing this anger, yes, finally you can win, you can defeat this, the anger we call the Bhyavara, right? Kamesana Nivarana, this we call Bhyavara Nivarana. The Bhyavara iwi hindrances. You can win, right? Also when you have the desire something, also when you observe finally, you can win. You can defeat this kilesa. But at least you have to have the confidence. Practicing this way, I can defeat this anger, I can defeat this desire mind. Right? Even when you practice meditation, when you feel sleepy, the mind is not very clear. The mind is, they're not very clear, sleepy, sloth and torpors. You cannot focus very clearly. So if you have the enough concentration mindfulness, you can observe. Sleepy, sloth and torpor. So you see this sleepy mind, sloth and torpor finally go away. The mind suddenly very bright, very clear. So you will be very surprised. So you will never see before. But when you do meditation, actually you can see your mind not very clear. So you cannot see the object. You cannot see it, very, very sleepy. But when you observe, then this unclear mind, sleepy mind suddenly go away. So your minds become very clear, very bright. So that's why when you practice meditation, so whatever arises in your mind, so then nivarana, hindrances, you have to observe. So how about the Odisha Gogocha? Odisha Gogocha, wandering mind, thinking mind, sometimes feeling remorse, or I should not talk this way, I should not do this way, I should not behave this way. So feeling remorse. So sometimes you have the many days, wandering mind, thinking mind, you blame yourself. I am bad person. I am not good person. I should do better way, but I cannot do. So you blame yourself, feeling remorse, wandering mind, thinking mind. Although when they come, you can observe. Wandering mind, thinking mind. So they're feeling remorse. Finally, you can overcome or you can defeat. That's why for those who practice vipassana, so they will not think back, I am wrong, or I am not right, I should do this way, they will not. So if you do not do meditation, yes, you have the free mind. Your mind can go many ways, many things. Sometimes feeling remorse, a lot of wandering mind, thinking mind. So you cannot control before. But when you do meditation, yes, you can observe. So that's why when the Westerners coming to practice in Myanmar or in Thailand, so I always ask them, why do you want to practice? So they answer, because I cannot control my mind. The mind going here and there all the times, even there, very hard to sleep. Even I am in the bed, still the mind would like to go here and then thinking, very hard to stop. So I don't want to see this kind of mind. That's why I would like to practice meditation to overcome this kind of situation. Yeah, finally, when they practice meditation, finally they see the benefits. Then they can stop easily wandering mind, thinking mind. Right? So that's why when you are meditation retreat, wandering mind, thinking mind, feeling remorse, whatever you think about your past experience, your family life, just observe. Of course, sometimes those kind of things are very strong. Some yogis, they are crying, thinking about their past experience. Yes, sometimes it is very strong. Yogi can cry, but just crying cannot overcome. Right? You have to also observe. Right? Just crying, just the feel sad cannot overcome. When you see those kind of mind, we call Odessa Gogocha Niwarana. Odessa Gogocha, hindrances, you have to observe. You have to observe those kind of mind. So then doubt for many things, right? When you practice meditation, sometimes you are doubt for the method, or you are doubt for the Dhamma or Buddha. There are many things you doubt. So you have to observe. If you cannot observe, yes, this the nivarana, right? Kamechana nivarana, Vyavara nivarana, Tinameda nivarana, Odessa Gogocha nivarana, Uchiketa nivarana. They occupy their mind. So when they come, the yogi have to give up their meditation, right? These nivaranas, hindrances are very strong, So you need to practice. You need to practice more and more. If they have, when you see this, your anger is very strong, your desire, wandering mind very strong, there are things you have to understand. You need to practice more. You need to practice more, practice, observe. So when you do sitting meditation, walking meditation, daily mindfulness regularly, finally, you can easily observe this kind of nivarana. You can easily stop, right? Easily stop, easily observe on the object. That's why the Buddha say observing this nivarana also, you are observing the Dhamma, right? Dhammanupassana. Means that you are nothing wrong. When you see that your desire mind, you are observing, means that you are observing the Dhamma. When you see that your anger, you are observing the Dhamma. Right? You see the Tinameda, you are observing the Dhamma. You see the Odessa Gogocha, you are observing the Dhamma. Doubt, you are observing the Dhamma. Right? So that's why when you can do practice, some people, so some yogis, they thought they would like to be very peaceful, calm. They don't want to see those kind of nivarana. Right? They don't want to see angry mind. They don't want to see absent mind, wandering mind, thinking mind. They want to be calm, peaceful. When they see this kind of nivarana, they don't like it. They try to do something. Actually, it is not correct. Correct way is you just observe. Like when you wash the clothes, the more you wash, the more your clothes become cleaner, right? The more you wash your clothes, so become cleaner, brighter. So in the same way, when they can you observe, yes, then this kilesa slowly go away, defilement. Of course, you need to observe more. Then you observe, then this kilesa finally go away, slowly go away. So finally, you can completely overcome this kind of nivarana. Nivarana, then so you will be happiest person in the world, right? So today I read the one of the Cambodian men. So he read about his experience in Cambodia. So actually he was the higher officer in Cambodia during the conflict of the Khmer. Right? He lost his wife or 3 children. So he suffered a lot. He doesn't know how to let go. Right? He lost many things, including his wife, 3 children. So he trying to read books. He trying to do volunteer work. So social work or many things. He said, when he try in this way, he can overcome only for a while. But later, so someone introduced him to practice the Goenka meditation center for 10 days. After he practiced 10 days, he realized, so his life changed. So then later, he met one of the Chinese, the novice. The Chinese novice taught him how to practice Vipassana. He practiced Vipassana. After he practiced Vipassana, he can let go everything. So he said his suffering already overcome. His life changed. So he said something, his life is, so he said he is the happiest person in the world. So he talked about his own meditation experience. So especially if you cannot let go something, for example, you are angry with someone, or you are greedy person, or you are wandering person, or you are sloth and about a lot. So your mind is very uncertainty. So if you have those kind of defilement, this meditation is the right way. Meditation is the right method to improve your life. Right? If you go to see doctor, if you would like to take medicine, sometimes so you can overcome it. But practicing regularly every day in about 30 minutes or sometimes 45 minutes, 1 hour, or sometimes you can go to meditation retreat. You can see your mind, your life significantly changed. Right? You are calmer person, more peaceful person, more loving kindness person, right? So comes, you can focus your job very well. So that's why meditation is very, very helpful. The Buddha discovered 2,500 years ago in India. So meditation still, very helpful for every nationality, not only for Buddhists. Everyone who like to focus so their own body and mind. Right? When you focus your own body and mind, you see that your nature of your body changing. You see your mind, many kind of mind. Right? Many kind of mind. You observe. Every day your life, from seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, you receive many kind of defilement, kilesa. Right? You receive. So the kilesa stay in your mind. That sometimes you cannot see it, but when the situation, same situation, happen something, the kilesa came out. Right? The kilesa came out, the anger came out, the lobha, the greed came out, so many things came out. Even therefore, many years later, when they think about their family, father and mother, about their problem for their life, as long as they remember, they start crying, feel sad. Because this kilesa we call aramana nusya kilesa. Aramana nusya kilesa means in your life from seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, you like or you don't like it. If you like it, you have the lobha kilesa, greed, we call greed. Sometimes you don't like it, dosa kilesa, anger. So they stay in the mind. So sometimes some people, when they kind of practice meditation, when they have their good concentration, mindfulness, then they start seeing their mind, their kilesa. One of the yogi told me, she watched the movie for 25 years ago. Actually, she liked it, this movie. But when she practiced meditation, she watched 20 years ago the movie, the address, the singing the songs exactly appear in her mind. She also see her desire mind. Right? So means 25 years ago she liked it, the movie, the desire. This desire stay in her mind for many years. That's why I give the example. When you wash your clothes, so then the dust that came out, the more you wash. In the same way, throughout your life, from seeing, hearing, you receive many kind of kilesa, defilement. But this defilement stay in the mind. Sometimes doesn't see, but something happened. For example, when you are in the bed, sometimes you think about those kind of the history. You was happy with someone, not happy with someone. Sometimes you remember someday, you don't want to see it. Stay in the mind. So when you practice meditation, this kind of kilesa came back, you observe, means clean. Your mind clean, your mind finally, your mind become completely clear, bright. So because from the past, so you didn't observe your seeing, hearing, the kilesa stay in the mind. When you practice meditation, then the kilesa came out, you observe, then finally you completely free from this kind of kilesa. Yeah, aramana nusya kilesa, seeing the object, you receive the kilesa. With the vipassana knowledge, the mindfulness you can remove. But original kilesa, original means you have the kilesa in your mind. We call sandana nusya kilesa. Sandana means you have the life. You already have the kilesa. Someone, they have the dosa kilesa a lot. Someone, they have the lobha kilesa a lot. Someone, they have the moha kilesa. Someone, esa, misriya, mana means proud, either jealousy, right? There are different kilesa, different people have different kilesa. Those kind of kilesa defilement in your mind you already have. So only real knowledge you can remove, you can cut. Right? From seeing, hearing, you receive the kilesa. So through the vipassana knowledge, you can remove. The original kilesa you already have. So only you reach the real knowledge, Sotapan, Sakaraga, Anaga, Yanda, you can cut those kind of kilesa. So that's why even if you are not a real yet, so you practice vipassana, even you gain the vipassana knowledge, still you can see a lot of benefits, right? From seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. You see your kilesa, you observe, you remove. You see your body, many things you remove, you observe, you can remove. So that's why actually the Dhammanupassana is not only the observing the 5 nivarana, actually observing your 5 khanda, observing the ayatana, right? Observing the bhujanga, observing the 4 noble truths. Dhammanupassana is actually we don't have much time. That's why I cannot finish talk about all the Dhammanupassana. We can only finish Dhammanupassana as the 5 nivarana, right? 5 nivarana, the 5 khanda. 5 khanda means that you observe your body and mind, or you observe your body, your mind, your feeling. When you observe your body, we call in Bali rupa khanda. When you observe your feeling, we call in Bali vedana khanda. When you observe your remembering, we call in Bali sinya khanda. When you observe your intention, right? Intention to get up, intention to go, intention to talk, so we call sankhara khanda in Bali. When you observe your body, call rupa khanda. When you observe the knowing mind, seeing mind, everything you know, the knowing the mind we call vijnana khanda. So when you observe this, the seeing mind, hearing mind, remembering, feeling, so sometimes intention, the rupa. Actually, if you observe, these 5 khanda also changing. For example, remembering, you thought I am remembering, actually not you are not remembering, actually sinya, remembering, we call the mind, sinya. So someone, they are already very old, right? They are very old, so when they become old, sometimes they lost memory. Even they cannot remember their family members. Even they cannot remember their positions. They cannot remember their family member names. So actually, who remember? Actually, in Bali we call sinya khanda. They remember the sinya, right? So who feel good or not good? Actually, vedana. So vedana khanda. So when the vedana, so not working properly in your body and mind, even someone, they are still alive. So they cannot say, I am feel hot, I am feel cold, right? So is it cold or not good? They cannot say because the vedana. So the vedana so vedana khanda doesn't work. Sometimes the intention, right? I want to get up, I want to talk. But since the sankhara khanda doesn't work, so the people cannot demand, right, to get up, to talk. So because sankhara khanda doesn't work. So sometimes the rupa khanda, the body doesn't work. For example, before you thought you are getting up, you are talking. When the body doesn't work, rupa khanda, stroke, someday your body, you cannot get up, you cannot walk, even you cannot eat. So according to the Buddha teaching, actually this is only the nama rupa, only the 5 khanda, because you are not knowing. So 5 khanda, you have the attachment as your own body and mind. Of course, sometimes the doctor can make your balance, giving you medicine, but even the doctor cannot change this body and mind, right? When the body and mind become decay, older, so something wrong. For example, some people, they lost memory, they don't remember. Some people, they lost the feeling, they cannot say feeling good or not good. Some people, they lost their intention, they cannot demand their body. Some people, they lost consciousness. So some people, they have the stroke. So actually, so only the Namarupa five khanda, also this Namarupa five khanda changing all the times. When you see those kind of feeling changing, remembering changing, intention changing, knowing changing, your body changing, means that you are observing also five khanda as Dhamma nupassana, right? As Dhamma nupassana. So that's why when you practice meditation, so you see the Nama Rupa, you see the five hindrances, then five nivaranas, you observe, means that you are observing the Dhammanupassana. Sometimes you see the five khanda, so you observe the five khanda also changing. You are observing the also Dhammanupassana. So when you really see those kind of experience, you are very much free from the attachment. Here, because you are worried so much, you have so much attachment, this body and mind. When you see, you cannot control at all. They are happening at itself, changing at itself. No one can control, right? So when you watch closer and closer, this mind and body changing at all, no one can control. Then when you really see it, so then you free from the attachment. Also, when you free from the attachment, then you feel much happier. The people worry so much because they care so much. They worry so much, although they care about their body and mind so much. Of course, saying that you have the life, you need to take care of. But taking care of worry is different. It is necessary to take care of your body, eat, take shower, take medicine, something, but sometimes people worry so much. So that's why when they worry so much also, so they have a lot of suffering. So practice meditation, you can see the nature of your body and mind. So you can see the yogilesa, you can observe, you can remove. When you see the nivarana, you observe, they are observing the nivarana hindrances. When you see the five khanda, you observe. So you observing the five khanda. So that's why our yogis, today I cannot finish all the Dhammanupassana, only can finish observing the five nivarana, five hindrances or five khanda. So that's all for tonight's Dhamma talk. Okay, we'll practice about 10 minutes. Close your eyes, straight your upper body. Breathe normally. Focus your abdomen. When you breathe in, the abdomen will rise. No rising. When you breathe out, the abdomen will fall, no falling. Focus your abdomen rising, falling. Right? Just watch your abdomen move. Do not focus at nose, steer. Just focus your abdomen. When you breathe in, the abdomen will rise, no rising. When you breathe out, the abdomen will fall, no falling. Watch the rising, falling carefully. At the same time, sometimes you want to think, just observe thinking. Aware of Sometimes the mind very quick, just aware of. Keep observing the rising, falling. Make sure every time you observe rising, falling, you really see the rising, falling movement. Sometimes you just see rising, falling, but your awareness is not enough to see the rising, falling movement. Make sure you see rising, falling, at the same time you see the abdomen rise, fall. So it means you are mindful. But sometimes you just see rising, falling, but your awareness is not on the object. So it means you are not mindful. Seeing the rising, falling at the same time, seeing the rising, falling abdomen movement, seeing the abdomen movement, seeing the rising, falling go together. champion. That time it's up. Idame Bonyam Aswakaya Waham Hodu Idame Bonyam Nebanasa Bisayo Hodu Imano Bonya Bhagam Tabatadana Bhasima Tabidada Sukhida Hondu Sa